Well, I do want to introduce Charles Ralston. But first of all, my name is Alex Albrecht. I'm the marketing manager here at Custom Travel Solutions, and I wanted to introduce Charles Ralston, who is our CCO. He has a background all across technology and engineering. He's kind of wears a lot of hats for us, and today he's going to share some information, as you've seen through the different marketing channels, on how travel clubs exactly can be a boost to revenue to you, but also customer loyalty. We know in times like these, customer loyalty is, keeping these customers and engaging with these customers is very important. But also, as we get past, into the future of our businesses, we understand that's going to be even more important than ever to retain these members. So we're very excited to have Charles share this information, and I know he's excited about being able to hopefully give you something to chew on and help you out at the same time. So, Charles, you want to take it away?
All right, great. Thanks, Alex. Let me go ahead and get my screen sharing going here. All right, just can you confirm real quick that that's visible now?
Yep, all good.
All right, fantastic. Thanks. So first off, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, depending on where you are. Welcome to what we just Travel Club is a win-win for both revenue and loyalty. And here at Custom Travel Solutions, we offer quite a few things, and this area is really our bread and butter. It's about member engagement. It's about keeping members and your customers for a long, long time, and having to be part of your brand. I apologize for the background noise, but we'll weather through that. So first and foremost, let's talk about who or what is a travel club, and what that actually means. So if you think of some examples like American Express or AAA, and there's really countless others, but some of the characteristics are having a market or a target audience or an established group. So using that Amex example, they've got an existing group of card members, card holders, and they're always seeking to add more. We're always through the mail, emails, seeing it in any kind of publication about what services they offer, right? So that's one example. Members will be paying a fee for access to travel savings and benefits. Travel is obviously popular with many customers, and so it's a really easy way to provide value. And again, going back to that Amex example, they charge annual fees on many of their cards, and each of those have different levels of service and benefits. So those folks are seeing different types of value. Then last but not least, you as the program operator would receive a recurring revenue stream from those membership fees and usage. So this becomes the revenue driver, which may or may not be in addition to your existing products and services, depending on whether this is the travel club becomes your primary business, right? So the end goal and result is as those member counts grow, your revenue grows, and that's a win-win for everybody. So the one point that we really want to drive home today is that travel clubs can be a really powerful loyalty tactic. There's probably more reasons than this, but these are three of the biggest ones. So the first is that they improve connections with users. So there's a creation of an emotional bond through experiential offers and rewards. And it helps build a longer connection and relationship. And if one thing we found is that if somebody is paying a monthly or annual fee to belong to a travel club in that membership group, then clearly they've got an affinity and or some sense of ownership towards that brand and that club. So there's a bit of a symbiotic relationship there. But the next piece is an increased user lifespan. So developing that bond and offering rewards to them, to those members, drives a greater ROI and keeps them part of your program for longer. And obviously that ties back to that's somewhat of a formula that we talked about in the previous slide, which was the longer they stick around and they're paying for the membership, the more revenue you're going to have. Then the last point I want to talk about is influencing purchase decisions. So nearly half of customers agree that they end up shopping more after joining a loyalty program. Let that sink in for a second. If people shop more after joining something, then and you're able to provide a one-stop travel shop as an accessory to your offering, or an improvement upon past offerings, or even as your main offering, um, that's going to be a big driver for revenue for you because people are going to be purchasing more right off the bat. And so that just builds upon those two previous points. So this is just an example of some things um, that we offer here at CTS, and it's really to give you some food for thought. So, travel benefits have several things that are appealing to consumers. Some of these things may have a level of exclusivity and uniqueness. Might be things that are out of many people's reach that they either didn't know about or normally wouldn't be able to afford, at the retail level. And so, travel savings is kind of an obvious one. We've all seen and or experienced that in some shape or fashion, but our clubs frequently see 30 to 60% savings on hotels. So that one's pretty straightforward. We also have a concierge service, so that can be used both while traveling and also while at home, which as the majority of us are stuck on our couches and home offices right now. This is something that you can use on a daily basis. The next one is luxury travel. So this goes back to that level of exclusivity and uniqueness, and an aspirational benefit. So some people know about airport lounges and some of the tricks of the trade to accessing them, but not everyone does, and so this gives more people access to it. There's also the ability to get luxury travel gear and so forth. So again, that ties back to that getting people something that they otherwise wouldn't be able to have access to. And the next one, daily discounts. So this is also going back to that lifestyle type of benefit that's not just about travel. So this is something that people can use daily, like it says, but while they're at home or while they're also traveling. So discounts on things like retailers, restaurants, and so forth. So the next one, peace of mind, is really about assurance rather than insurance. So benefits like help with passports and visas, medical advice, Wi-Fi service, identity theft, all those types of things that are more about how to make life and as well as travel, but also making them more navigable and not just kind of standard. And then the last bit is a price guarantee. So we have a best price promise benefit that's applicable to hotels and flights, where it guarantees up to 110% of the difference if somebody finds a better price. So great benefits, great selling points for you to try to attract the members. And so touching on the system itself, we offer a type of rewards program that allows members to receive huge discounts through their membership and the ability to buy that down even further with what we call a coins or credits type of system. Those are just names for virtual currency. So let me give an example. This is a hotel search for Miami, just kind of random. And as you can see, the very first result at the top of the screen there, that member would have saved almost $600 for that one trip for a 3-night stay at a 5-star hotel in Miami Beach. So that's a pretty great deal, right? I mean, hard to hard to argue with that. And that type of value, creates some incentives and engagement options that folks wouldn't normally have. And even more so, the member can buy that down even further. So, in this case, it's saying you would pay $439. If you add the virtual currency program to it, they're paying $375. So it's even a bigger discount than it would have been. So, this is the type of thing that someone saves $600 or more in some cases, of course, on one trip. 1 or 2 trips a year will more than likely make up and maybe even put them, in the net positive for their travel membership for the year. So it becomes a very easy way for people to justify that monthly or annual cost. And just one other thing to note, this is not a cherry picked example. We see this kind of content and these kind of rates and deals globally year round and for a wide range of hotel types. So it's not just 4 or 5-star properties. It's not just budget hotels. It's basically everything. And also worth noting that if you have an existing point system, um, that's something that could be integrated into this, and folks could use that, um, use your own currency for part of this. So it becomes a way for your members to further engage with your brand and your program. So zooming back out a little bit, I want to talk about some top loyalty trends that we're going to see this year. Um, and obviously, this is going to be a very interesting year for um, not just the travel industry, but also for anything that's involving a loyalty program. So first and foremost, incentivizing through co-branding. How can you use travel discounts um, or rewards or other lifestyle types of benefits to boost your sales and activity in other parts of your business? The reward points, for example, like I just talked about, can be earned by members for completing other brand-related interactions, activities, milestones. Um, some of you have probably seen some creative examples coming out in the last few weeks. Air Canada, for example, did a pretty large program of earning while at home. So they came out with things where you can earn frequent flyer status, more frequent flyer miles than you normally would earn for doing things that you would normally do sitting on your couch. So there's going to be some interesting things like that coming out this year. That'll be interesting to watch. Welcome bonuses. This is, one of the things that seems kind of obvious, but people want to feel welcomed and appreciated, right? I mean, we all do. It's a human trait. A travel rewards program that provides that opportunity, that is something that has a high success rate. Obviously, we're not in the same room, so I can't ask for a show of hands, but I would imagine many people here have taken advantage of a credit card sign-up bonus, that type of thing. And as new members in a program, they get to start their membership lifetime armed with the means to actually use it. So they're not starting from step one with 0 points. Referral rewards. So this is something folks have probably seen or maybe experienced, but if you've considered that, travel rewards can be a great incentive for encouraging your members to be ambassadors for your brand. So they become part of the marketing team. It really as an extension. It's similar to what we talked about a moment ago. That same rewards currency can also be used as a reward for referrals. So this is one of those, other brand related interactions or activities, right? So points could be awarded to the referring member and also to the person that gets referred in. There's a lot of ways to go about that. And then last but not least, tiered platforms. So I'm sure many of us are familiar with, the silver, gold, platinum type of model that you see in many frequent flyer programs. It's all about creating aspirational growth opportunities and then being able to monetize that, and also remain within your club. So, access to things that they may not be able to get themselves, sold out events, airline lounges, lifestyle benefits, any kind of membership level differentiation that you can think of. Those are all possibilities with this. And upselling those members to a higher price membership level gives the member that aspirational opportunity while also giving your brand the ability to increase the revenue per member at that higher member level. So to kind of tie things out here, then we'll go into some Q&A. Travel clubs provide a high value experiential reward in connection to your existing and valuable customer base. As a loyalty play, they can influence purchase decisions, boost connections, and improve the user's lifespan. And today's top loyalty program strategies are perfect for travel club programs due to the value of offering and the flexibility that they give you.